Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Today we're going to talk about polarization, the play between the masculine energy and the feminine energy. You know, opposites attracts.
Like magnetism, right?
Like-
it could be
yeah.
a different, another
Yeah.
term for it.
So the question is, how can we enhance the magnetism in the relationship or even in dating?
Yeah, because when we first get together and we fall in love, it's all that juicy cocktail of hormones where the man feels like a man and the woman feels like a woman, and there is a natural polarization in that. So in the first 1, 2, 3 years of nature takes care of by itself. But then what happens? Usually after the initial period, the relationship kind of flatlines, and then the sparks are gone, and many people even divorce after that period of time because
Yes.
they feel like, oh, love is gone, there's nothing left.
Because I feel I'm much more polarized with her over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the moment where we start cheating, right?
Yeah, it is.
So the question, how do we bring back the sparks?
Yes.
That's the polarization.
Yeah, and this, back in the times, what we usually refer to as the old love paradigm, it was easier because we were more stereotypical as men and women.
Yeah,
You
like
stayed at
more
home with the kids
predefined
and you did
jobs.
what is more female stuff. It's not more women stuff, it's more female. And I, as a man, did the male stuff. I brought in the money and I could feel proud of that. I was very defined in my male role. Nowadays it's different because we both work and you have been
Yes.
empowered. Thank God for that.
Which is a masculine energy.
Yes, and it's harder to do this traditional polarization. So we actually have to study it and practice it to use it as a tool. So what is the traits of the feminine energy?
Yeah, feminine energy is based on feeling. It's the receptive energy, is soothing, it's fluid, it's caring and nurturing. It's
Yeah.
definitely a soft, warm feeling. The masculine, how would you
The
define
masculine-
What would be the attributes of the masculine energy?
The attributes is outward going, decisive, bold,
Penetrative.
penetrative, especially in this subject, penetrative, and also relying on strength, physical strength. And of course, in our bodies, as a woman, as a man, we have both.
Yep.
So
this
when a
is
woman
very
is at
common.
work, you use your masculine, outgoing energy.
Yes, even the mother of kids,
Yes.
she uses masculine when she starts to be the manager of
Yes.
your life, you know?
Yeah.
And the problem is that because she becomes the manager of the kids, at work, she's managing stuff and she manages the house, she believes that she can become the manager of her partner. Usually she
Wow.
does. But that doesn't work. That's exactly the lack of polarization. That's a very good example for lack of
It's
polarization
the biggest turn off for a man.
yeah, because then it's two masculine energies
Yeah.
colliding. So
Yeah.
instead of a nice merging together of feminine and masculine, it's two masculine energies colliding.
Yes.
Yeah, how do you like when a woman comes like that to
It's
you?
competition,
Yeah, exactly.
power struggles,
Yeah,
really boring.
boring.
And it's not a turn on. It's not.
Yes.
It's not even attractive.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
true. So the masculine energy, how
Mhm.
does the man have the feminine energy incorporated in him?
When at work or at home, when I pay attention, I can sit quiet and listen. Very good leaders have these both qualities. They can be total action oriented, decisive, but then they can actually listen to people. Who has the best idea in the room? That's more of a beingness. You have to be quiet and be peaceful, at peace with yourself. That's what we call the feminine energy in the guy.
Well, also it's very important for a guy to employ that feminine energy when listening to his woman, right? Like in the terms of really taking her in
Yes.
when she's being emotional or she has a problem, just to shut up and listen. Yeah.
And then it's also important here with a little bit of a disclaimer to make it really distinguished here. We believe that about 20% of men will rather be in their feminine energy with a woman. And of course they will choose a woman that's more in her masculine, outgoing energy. It's nothing wrong, it's just the opposite polarization. So you can listen to what we're saying in the same way, you just switch it around. And also in gay couples, the attraction is between the masculine and the feminine. So it's the same play.
Yeah, so basically when we say masculine, feminine, men, women, we make the assumption that the man is into the masculine energy,
Yes.
and the woman carries the feminine energy,
Yes.
just because that's in the majority of the cases,
Yes.
and just for simplification reasons.
Yes.
One of the problems of the world today is that we are pretty much in masculine energy, especially because both men and women work, and work is a very masculine energy. So the woman has to be very aware that although that masculine energy is very good, it's great that us women became empowered and we can be independent and we can take care of ourselves, and all this is awesome. But it's important to know that when we go home to our man, to our relationship with a man, we have to make a switch into the feminine, because otherwise, like we said before, it's two masculine energies colliding. We are not going to be attractive for our partners, and we cannot get the sparks flying. And this video is all about getting the sparks back.
Yeah.
So we have to make that switch.
Yeah. So how would you go about doing the switch as a woman?
Okay. So basically it's going from the doing energy into the being energy. So first I need to relax. So one ritual to relax for me is dressing up, you know. It's not like I employ it all the time, but I feel it when I put on a dress and I paint my nails, you know.
I like that.
And important, like, how do you paint your nails? You just do it like that. Oh, I'm in a hurry. Oh, my nails are ugly. Oh, I just have to cover them up. And then what? Or, oh, you know, I like to paint my nails to bring out the shine. You know, I want to shine in my feminine energy. I want to be seen and admired. Like, the intention behind the action is the most important thing, you know. I like to put on my jewelry. I like to use makeup, you know. All it's a ritual, a transitioning ritual into bringing out the shine of the feminine.
Beautiful.
So it's very important for each woman, you know, to develop some rituals. I mean, a good ritual could be just walking from work to home, you know, and just taking in the air, you know, admiring nature, looking at the green of the trees, you know, the blue of the sky, you know. The practice is basically to relax and come back to the body, because the juiciness of the feminine is in there. So just uncover it by relaxing, you know. So yeah, I think this is, you know, or a bubble bath. That's a great ritual. I love that ritual. Or anything you can come up with that would soften you, you know, get to your core. Stefan, what should a man do to get more into his masculine power?
Let's say I work in an office.
Okay.
And I come home after work and I feel I have my head full of decisions I have to make, facts and figures and maybe regrets, and you know, it's full. Stress, in the body. The first thing I have to do is get out of my head, so to speak, to find peace again and come down in the body so I feel physically strong again. And this can happen by chopping wood, or take a run in the forest, or doing a bit of weightlifting, or whatever. But it needs to be physical.
What can you do if you live in the city and you don't live in nature?
Well, people go to the gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a run or something.
Yeah. As
Okay.
the whole purpose is to find some peace in the body.
Relaxation.
Relaxation. So
Okay.
you feel strong and you can feel your spine. So you feel that male simplicity. We love simplicity. And this is where the longing for the female comes in.
Actually, when a man is very strong presence in his masculine energy, that helps me to relax even more. That helps me to get into my feminine even more, because then I know that he would take care of stuff and I don't need to worry about a thing. But if I'm in the presence of a man that I perceive as a weak masculine, then I feel like I have to take charge, like to fix things, or I mistrust him and I cannot relax.
Yeah.
So man getting into his masculine polarizes the woman even more, because we can relax. And one aspect about these rituals I really love in the tantric arts, how they recommend that before the sexual encounter to prepare for it. They don't recommend to just have sex because you're horny or because you happen to find his body laying next to you in bed, but actually prepare for the sexual encounter, where the woman goes into her chamber and she dresses up and she puts on her jewelry and the makeup, and she thinks about her femininity, or she's more into her being.
Yes.
And the male does the same thing, and then they meet up and they make love. I really like that. That's
beautiful.
That's a very good example of polarization and
yes.
rituals to polarize and have the sparks really flying there.
Yes, they will if you do that.
This game of polarization is not necessarily intuitive. We have to understand it first. Understand the principles of it and understand why we need it, and understand that yes, we can do something in our relationships to bring the sparks back. So it needs an expansion, sometimes at the edge of our comfort zones. It requires a self-growth mindset, therefore it has to start with self-awareness.
Oh yeah. And this is the part for the man to grow into or uncover the full spectrum male. And for you as a woman to embrace the goddess within as a full spectrum woman.
Yes.
And trust me, it's a lot of fun. So we say goodbye and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.